blend right in the front to make sure there's no line, and then no line here. You're just slightly going through it. You're just messing it up a little bit. Same thing on this end. You're just kind of swirling it backward. Like that. And all that did was get rid of any lines. Okay, you don't want to blend all these colors together. It will ruin all the colors that you just set up, but you do want to get rid of any individual lines you set up. Does that make sense? Okay, so that all being said, I think this is a great palette, y'all. I would highly recommend this palette. It's 4 great colors, a highlighter, a blender, whether you want it to be a light blender or a neutral, darker blender, and then a dark color that you can use both in the crease and the lash lines and brow. So this is really a great one to have. It's drugstore, so you can get it at any drugstore, and usually at the grocery store as well, because now grocery stores have figured out, just like drugstores have, that YouTube is driving a lot of product sales. And again, this is Revlon Colorstay, and I can say from yesterday, this stays on. The reason it's called Colorstay is because it's known for long lasting, the ability to last a long time. Alright, so for liner, I'm using my Tartist. And first, I'm going to do this, just a little wing. Just a little. Whoa, I just messed up, but that's okay. There we go. See, I'm holding it flat and just making little dashes. Go right in front of the last one and come to it. Go in front of that one and come to it. And that's how you're making a line. You don't have to draw one big long line. Here you can use the tip end to get a little bit thinner look there. And that's the look. For us older ladies, instead of going down here, you come up. And that way it won't sit so bad. I mean, it's going to, but it won't sit so bad in the what am I trying to say? The hooded area where the skin drops on the outside. Make sure you get all the way down to the lash line. Because that's what the liner is to do, is to fill in between the lashes. So you want to lay it right on the lash. And I'm not going all the way in. Make sure that this connects right here. It's not connected good. So that line comes down to the end of the lash line, the eyelid. Just noticed I have a ton of fallout. Not a ton. A little fallout. So I'm taking a dual fiber brush, making sure it's dusted off good. And just flick off any extra powders. There's one that's just kind of stuck. Sometimes there will be some on the bridge of the nose. Sometimes just out here. Just wherever it may have fallen, just get it off. There. I look so dried out, y'all. And I have been trying to drink water to the point that I've just almost wet my pants every time I cough. I'm drinking so much water. And yet it still looks so dried out. Okay, I'm going to use the same blush as I did yesterday, which is the Pixie by Petra. And this color is Beach Rose. Beach Rose is the name of this color. And I really do like this. This is like a brown rose. So it kind of doubles as just using the butt end, that little short end, for contour right back here. Stay above this, right above it. And see how that gives you a contour just because you stayed above it. And then I do like that and kind of come in. And that's it. And then the soft end, I smile and just kind of rosy it around and go up above where we just were. That's what you would do with blush. So I use the same step even though it's all the same color. And it works nicely. Again, stay above here. So you're going to go right there at a diagonal. And see, then it just gives you this light under and it gives a face lift. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And then get on the front part of this where it's just a little more bend, smile, rosy it out, and then go above where you just were. And then any tip end, I'm going to go in this outer temple area across the top, outer temple area real good. And then I do come down on my nose. Most people do white there. I do dark there because my nose is very large. And so I'm also coming right underneath right here and putting a darker color. And all that does is give a bit of a shadow. Same thing here. I'm doing a little, just dusting the end of my chin, just right underneath. I'll come up a little because I have a very bulbous chin, and then straight down here. You can do this. Just be sure and blend down. Be sure and blend that line down. All these lines, even on the end of your nose, make sure that you blend it down so that it doesn't look like a line. And there'll be times that it does. That didn't take very good up there. All that does is make it not